It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Pat Surtain. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Broncos and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Goff now looking to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. There's a nice move. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 12 carries, 89 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
2nd and 4.
Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And some room to run now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Goff.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Back to throw. Goff. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Rodgers again now.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Khalif Raymond.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now it's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Fickett, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense ready to go again. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sidelines, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Goff. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second and goal. Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's say they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Marcus Mariota, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Lions,
well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos. To begin this third quarter of play. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame. Get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And now a throw on 1st down. Incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Williams again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
The kick by Gold is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out now come the Lions. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Goff.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result. because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Picking on now for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. Rodgers going to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. Rodgers now on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come.
Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Gone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Ficken's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.